will face it off in Group A. It's game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League, and the playoffs loom large in the expectations and thoughts of every team in the Basketball Champions League. Here is the regular season Group A schedule. Only one game yesterday as Avellino got the road win in Poland. Banvit and Ventspils will play now, and then Ludwigsburg will face Le Mans, and the nightcap game, UCAM Murcia will play Nizhny Novgorod at 8:30 in Central European time. Things are hotting up in this group. You'll get a chance to see the group table in a moment. Ventspils only have 3 wins, but one of those wins was a huge home win over Banvit. Banvit have been one of the most successful teams in European club basketball over the last few years, always competing, always in latter stages. Here is the current Group A standings. You see Banvit in 4th place, but 2 games clear of the rest of the teams in this group. That's how important it is for Ventspils to repeat the victory and close that gap to 1 game. That'll change in this group as there are 3 games, as you saw, taking place tonight. Well, Banvit have made some changes, have made some additions, and came up with a huge win in the Turkish league, beating Fenerbahce at the weekend. We'll highlight some of those changes as we go through the rosters. Here is the Ventspils rosters, and still some missing spots for Coach Stelmars, but it's key that Marius Glubis, who led them in scoring in the win when the game was played in Latvia earlier in the Champions League season. While Banvit currently sitting 13th in the BSL in Turkey. But as I say, they had a huge win over the current #1 team, Fenerbahce. And the team is bolstered by Gary Neal, former San Antonio Spur, who's been around in Europe for a number of years now. He was one of the 5 American players who literally dominated the playing time for Coach Hakan Dimar with the win over Fenerbahce. But Gary Neal is real quality. Ventspils being introduced to the, as you'd expect, whistles from the home crowd. Ronald Zakis on the inside, the undersized big, 31 years old now, 2'7", has got a job to do tonight. Short roster of 10 players for Ventspils, currently sit #1 in Latvia, have not lost since the 28th of September at home. They lost on the opening day of the season. Since then, completely perfect record at home. So Banvit struggling in the BSL until the weekend when they got that big win over Fenerbahce, have made some changes and have made some really nice additions, none bigger than Gary Neal, #13. Alex Perez-Calvin had a really nice game, 16 points against Fenerbahce. Jordan Morgan, he was the #1 ranked rebounder on this team, 2nd in points and 2nd in performance, had 20 against the current #1 team in Turkey. Banvit, when they get it going in front of this crowd, it's one of those arenas where you feel the crowd are climbing out of the bleachers to get onto the court. It's a great atmosphere. And Banvit will start heavy favourites on this game, but Ventspils, with their backs to the wall, really do need a final win to keep alive their chances of playoff basketball in the Basketball Champions League. Well, they know how to win. It was a crucial win for them when they won at home. And they did it by being aggressive. They went to the free throw line an amazing 38 times in that win. Went 32 from 38 from the line. It was the decisive stat on the game. And, you know, Banvit just got into a physically bad place in terms of their defensive performance, picking up too many fouls. And Ventspils took full advantage to get the win. Now going to get a look at the starting lineups in a moment. Interesting to see how Ventspils are going to try and cope with the scoring power on this Banvit lineup. Who gets the match up on Gary Neal? Spent some time in the ACB in Spain as well as his time in the NBA. And wherever he's played, he has ticked over the scoring. He can score from anywhere. It's a real pit of an arena, the Bandirama. Tight, a lot of noise, real home court advantage. Here are the three officials, the third team on the floor. Giotis, Mr. Lanimir, and Luis Castillo from Greece, Montenegro, and Spain. Top-notch officials for what should be, if Ventspils bring their A game, a very, very interesting game. Starting lineup for Ventspils. Aaron Johnson's having a really nice Basketball Champions League season. But Jonathan Arledge has really got to tick the scoreboard over at the power forward spot. He's very, very efficient, very, very effective. Arledge had 16 points in the win at home for Coach Robert Stelmaz's lineup. I do think it's about tempo. If Banvit get on a run, they score in a hurry. Ventspils are going to have to take good shots and really control tempo. Same starting lineup, same lineup that played, well, the minimum number of minutes that these 5 players played on the weekend was 33 minutes. Anywhere between 33 and 38 minutes. This lineup is going to be the lineup that's going to carry Coach Demar's lineup into the playoffs. And once Banvit, with that amount of firepower, are in the playoffs, they are a handful for anybody. They're not there yet, though. They have to get the win. Best place to get the wins is at home. Interesting to see how much emphasis there is on going to the inside. Jordan Morgan, undersized at the forward, at the center spot, but really does use his body incredibly well. As always with Ventspils, they're going to have to shoot the ball well. But I cannot believe they will get to the free throw line 38 times as they did in the home tie.
Guys, go on.
Bayanlar ve baylar, Banvit and Ventspils karşılaşmayan 1 numara Aaron Johnson, 9 numara Rayhan Turner, 13 numara Maris Gulbis, 21 numara Jonathan Arledge ve 30 numara Ronald Zakis ilk 5 ile başlarken Banvit karşılaşmayan 2 numara Alex Perez, 9 numara Jordan Morgan, 13 numara Gary Neal, 25 numara DJ Shelton ve 94 numara Mackenzie Moore ilk 5 ile başlıyor.
Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to Banvit, the home team in the white uniform, Ventspils in the blue. Crucial matchup in Group A. Banvit looking to really underline their playoff potential Nice pass off the back screen for the easy two. Beautiful find, and Moore gets the two. But there must be in the scout. You've got to deal with the lateral screen that much better. Aaron Johnson shows a nice handle, gets it into the half court. Lomas has it, holding away from the ball. And that was the issue last time. Too much of the wrong type of physicality. Holding away, they spend a lot of time shooting free throws. Here's Johnson, takes the high screen, pip and pop action. Arlis lines up the three, is short. Defensive rebound just finds its way into the hands of Gary Neal. Same action away from the basketball. Moore gets into a little hole. Perez goes inside with a pass. And strong finish for two, and Banvit have made a real statement of intent. Jordan Morgan getting it done. A lot of body contact on the way up. But they have gone to the inside on both sets. And that has paid dividends as they lead it 5-0. Jordan Morgan, one of those players who it's what it says on the tin is what you get. He plays inside, even though he's undersized. He loves the contact around the ring, and he's strong enough to finish. Ventspils trying to control tempo. Johnson, nice curl. Far side of the ring for two, beautiful execution. Olmaz gets the two. That's the way they're going to have to play this game, Ventspils. It's always going to be about ball control and tempo. Pellet looks inside, no option. Well, they take the long three, settle for it, way short. Ball will rebound tamely for Ventspils on the sideline. Difference between a three you're looking for and a three you settle for. Aaron Johnson. Perez will work him all over the court. Ventspils into the half court. Johnson has it, baseline, nice pass, easy two. And Johnson is a pass-first point guard. With your hands up, you will score points, he will assist. Perez will take the ball screen from Morgan on a reposition. Morgan, mid-range jump shot is good. Jordan Morgan, you gotta love him. Just does what it says on the tin. Works hard. 12 feet and in offensively, does a marvelous job. Lomas with a tough one, and one. Took the contact, gets the finish. Gary Neal picks up the personal. Looks for the contact, draws it. It's a nice job going up. Meanwhile, it's just another day at the office for Jordan Morgan. Lomas completes the three-point play, and we've got a new ball game with 7:24 to go in the first. Locked at 7. Mackenzie Moore outside, moves it on. Neal tries to create a little space. And the tough shot again, poor decision. And Johnson has it. Great little lead. Pass for the flush. All about the feel of the pass. So often you see people try to bullet those passes, but he just laid it in front of Arledge, and he duly obliged with the little soft flush. Gary Neal steps back, looks to stroke the three, is long. Morgan going to work on the glass. Has to kick it out. Gary Neal has it. 7 on the reset. Bill's turned over. 3-on-2 break here, 4-on-2 break. Lomas for 3. Count it. And Ventspils on the road have hit the floor running. They lead at 12-7. 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Mackenzie Moore outside the three, backs it out, wants a little space to play. Stops, takes the tough two, is long. Well, the issue for Banvit at the moment, a little bit too one-on-one orientated. First two plays, good screens away from the basketball. Created opportunity and advantage and finished easy plays. Since then, it's all been a little one-on-one based. Perez charged with a personal. Johnson, that's a great pass. You've just got to love the feel of the pass. That's all that's about. Sideline possession for the Latvian club. Zakis will sit. Arlich will hand it off. Johnson's got a great engine. He will continue to run. Well, it made them change the shot. Lomas still went through with the shot, even though he'd had to change it. Early pick and roll in transition. They reversed the basketball and hit the second side. Neal on a curl. Great pass. Morgan for two, and he just blows the layup. That's how to run secondary break. Great look down the floor, but this time the pass is overthrown. And Jonathan Arlich couldn't handle it. Substitutions coming in for Ventspils as Ingus Jakovic checks in. And that's the incessant noise here in Banvit. The drum plays, the noise builds, as does the momentum. Three's gone. Perez just drains it. Caught it and shot it in rhythm. Johnson takes it to the sideline, will take the high pick and roll, moves it on. Gets it back, 5 on the possession. He's gonna have to put this up. Gonna run out, finally gets it away. And that'll be a 24 violation. That's one of the issues Ventspils have. You know where the ball is because it's normally in the hands of Aaron Johnson. They're not the sort of team that move it and get it out of his hands too early in the offense. And a whistle away from the ball. Foul called for the hold. Marius Glubis. A lot of experience on this Ventspils lineup. Glubis is 33. Perez will take the ball screen for Morgan, who dives again. Perez in the lane, goes, steps through, second move off the glass, and one. And Johnson just wanted a little too much contact. And Perez ties the game at 12 with the free throw to follow. Watch the second move, gets him off balance, and that's all he needed. Glubis will sit. Johnson and Perez will get to know each other really well by the end of this game. That's a foul on DJ Shelton. It's one of those fouls you don't mind. He's trying to make stuff happen with his defense. Scrambles, just can't get there soon enough. That'll put Banvit into the penalty with 4:08 to go in the first. Johnson organizes, will take the high screen. Hard show. Arlich will chase this down. Fires up, the three is long. Ventspils do a nice job. Nice pass, easy two. If you move the ball, good things happen. Arlich picks up the assist. He picks up the 2 points. Great hands by Johnson, gets a piece of it. Perez has it, comes off the high screen. Little hesitation at the foul line. He's got a mismatch underneath. They leave Perez wide open. Can't drain that long too. And Ventspils have another opportunity to build on the narrow lead. Johnson turns the corner, finds a little help and kicks. Open for three is Long. Great work on the glass and real presence of mind. Usmani Dlame, Dre. Drain picks up the real positive stat of the offensive ball and stays with it. The three is gone and is long. Defensive rebound, no numbers down the floor for Banvit. This will become half court. What a tough shot. That's great defense. That's just a tremendous defensive effort. Got a whistle away from the ball as Anthony Bean was looking to make things happen, but meanwhile, Usman Drain finds himself on the floor. He'll now find himself on the free throw line as Banvit are in the penalty. Glubis will step back in and Jonathan Arledge will sit. Substitutions coming off the Banvit bench. Drain from the free throw line, makes the second. Ventspils lead by 2. If you're Ventspils now and Coach Delmars, you're happy. You've established yourself in the game, you're on the road, you lead by 2, and you really have made a statement about how you're going to control the tempo. Attar outside, will move it on. Baseline penetration. They'll get the finish, but they're on the glass. Attar has it, but foul called as he tried to go back up. G-Sim. Oh, they're on the glass. We get the 2. Attar ticks over the scoreboard and ties it as a 15-point game. Johnson looking to turn the corner, has to back it out. Puts it on the floor, just breaks it down. Nice pass. Oh, they blow the little gimme. Great work on the putback. Foul on the plate. And Drain becoming a factor as this quarter develops. Gets the first one away, gets his own rebound, powers back up. And we'll go to the free throw line. Usman Drain on the free throw line. As substitutions continue to come in off the bench, but Devin Oliver checks in. Drain makes a second. And the free throw issues for Banvit continue. Ventspils getting a lot of points from the free throw line already. Just to remind you, she went to the free throw line 38 times at home. Perez stops behind the screen and just drains the three. Going under the screen is not the answer. Bean with the long three is no good. Perez comes down with a defensive rebound and he'll push. Last minute of quarter one. Oliver tries to go with a second move. Poor shot. Great rebound. A foul on the play. Attar's doing a great blue-collar job off the bench. It's his second offensive rebound. Missed the putback, but you got to credit his effort. Just outworks Usman Drain. Drain will sit. He's going to be replaced by Ronald Zakis. Ulusoy checks in for Banvit for the last 49 seconds of quarter one. Attar misses the first. Little token pressure up the floor for Banvit, trying to take some time out of each possession. Jakovic comes off the string. Glubis puts it on the floor, takes the tough runner, gets it to drop. And we've got yet another tie at 19 apiece. Last 30 seconds of an interesting first quarter. Attar will move it on. Oliver, little mishandle, recovers it, needs to pass, makes the pass. The three from deep is way short. Perez couldn't get it to drop. And with 9 seconds remaining, Ventspils have a chance to lead at the end of one. Jakovic is fouled on the way to the ring, and he will go to the free throw line, and yet more free throws for Ventspils. Two from the line. And Ventspils, unless this three drops, which it doesn't, have really established a foothold in this game. On the road here in Turkey. They have the 21-19 lead at the end of one. On the road against Banvit, trying to stay in contention for the playoffs. Ventspils have started incredibly well. Here's the stats from that first. And considering how well Banvit started, shooting 38% from two, is not getting anything done. 67% for Ventspils, and only 1 from 6 from the three-point line. 7 free throws for Ventspils. That puts them on target for 28 across the game. If they get anywhere near that, they're going to be tough to beat. Well, welcome back. Those highlights showed you how combative this first period was. Ventspils start wide open. Glubis for three. It's good. Again, they share the ball so beautifully. And at the moment, their penetration is creating advantage, and they are really doing a nice job executing Ventspils. It's about Banvit defense as much as anything else. Oliver has it on the inside. Nice pass, foul. Bean just commits the foul because it was a wide open look on that back cut. DJ Shelton on the free throw line. Two for two for Shelton. Nice start to the half for the 2'8" power forward. He sits. And Banvit trying to extend their defense. I'm not sure it's the pressure that's the issue. I think they've just got to do a great job containing. Bean gets it into the half court. Well, Zakis just about controls it. Ball's knocked away. End line possession with 8 on the shot clock. Oh, great hands out of bounds. Just really got a piece of it. Took the pace off the pass. And Ulasoy has it. Turns the corner off the pick. The Tar will move it on and pick for Oliver. Steps back, lines up the three. Cannot get it to drop. And Zakis, just taken away by Ulasoy. Just has such quick hands. Can't get it to drop. And Ventspils again in transition. Glubis puts it on the floor, gets to the middle, goes with a little hang time off the glass, is no good. I'm not sure they need to run up and down with Banvit. That's the issue, because that happens going the other way. Foul on the plate. Raquel will go to the free throw line. Considered to be one of the talents on this team. He's 22 now. Expect him to start getting regular rotation minutes as a minimum. Girl makes the first. Chance to close it to a 1-point game. You just have the feeling this game could go all the way down to the wire. Just the way these two teams match up. Ventspils not being out-athleted as they have been in some games. And their ability to penetrate and kick is really paying dividends at the moment. Almost turned over. Great effort. Super effort by Devon Oliver. The sort of commitment you need to see, especially on the weak side. Came off the bottom of the split line. Out of control, but recovered. Just about get the three away. Had plenty of time, still had 5 seconds on the possession. A lot of dribble, going nowhere. They find the open man, attack that closeout, foul on the plate. Glubis took one for the team there on that closeout. Really had no chance to get to Jessim. So he had to take one for the team. Glubis will sit. A little bit of foul trouble. I think that's foul number 3. Not second foul. They won't take any more risks. Not for a little while anyway. Oliver going to work, banging around on the inside. Little hang time, just work through the contact, picks up the 2. And we have yet another ball game at 24. Johnson takes the 3 and just drops it. Asked the official for the foul, but he just took a little contact, straight up, knocks it down. Foul line jump shot going the other way. Just can't get it to drop. Ventspils again. This is where they've got to be careful, though. You do not want to run up and down right now. Now they've got some control. Lackers has it in the post, going up against Morgan. Tries to barrel inside. Morgan holds his space, goes to the running hook. Old school hook. Morgan just about hangs on as Ishmael Ulusoy will advance the ball, takes the early screen. Jordan Morgan, nice pass, nice cut. Oh, and they blow the gimme. Sim really should have just knocked it down. Foul on the play. And that's a 2-shot foul as Morgan is helped off the floor by Arledge. There's the foul. You could have picked any one of 2 that went for the reach on Arledge. Sim will sit. And Gary Neal has been relatively anonymous in the game so far. Steps back in. Arledge makes the first. The great thing about Ventspils, they do maximize the free throw line. They really do. They have great numbers, do shoot the ball really well from the stripe. Arledge goes 2 for 2. They are not the team to send to the free throw line, as Banvit found out when they visited Latvia. Oliver outside, looks at the action. Neal goes the other way off the screen. Nari has it. Takes the ball screen. Usoy has to step back and take the tough 3. Way off. Defensive rebound. Good series by Ventspils. Kept everything in front of them. Great decision by Aaron Johnson. Slows it into the half court. Lomas gets it off to Johnson. Off the floor, makes the pass, but straight through the hands, literally straight through the hands of Jonathan Arledge. Is Johnson hurt here? If he is, no, he's fine. That'll be a huge loss. Neal looking to get himself going, still pointless. Spins in the lane, takes the tough one, gets the drop. Arledge holding the back of his head. Let's take a look. In fact, the back of the head struggling because his own teammate Drain put a little contact on the back of the head, unintentional obviously. Timeout on the floor. Ventspils, I believe, have called the timeout, and they should be pretty happy with the way things are. They lead it by 3 here with 5:36 to go in the first. Let's take a listen to Stelmos. Banvit's percentages again, only 39% from 2. They're struggling, and they continue to struggle. Ventspils will obviously have more rebounds. You see the difference there at the defensive end because Banvit are missing a lot more shots.
Listen. After that, 1+3. Play wider biraz. No, double 3 points or 2 points. Okay.
Good crowd in here. It's filled up very, very quickly. Banvit, one of the most consistently supported teams in the Basketball Champions League. Johnson has it and will advance the basketball. Him and Perez getting to know each other a little better as this game develops. Lomas. I'm not really sure where he was going with that. Complete miscommunication. And you can see what he was looking at. He could see that the back cut was open. Morgan outside. It's Perez off the down screen. Quick catch and release for Gary Neal is long. And Ventspils cannot control the defensive rebound. Arledge and Johnson between them. So Banvit will get another 14-second reset. Perez looks inside on the dive. Don't take the extra pass. Oliver's going to mishandle, but he just about recovers. Gets it, puts it on the floor. Goes strong to the middle for the right-hand hook. And they're going to call that a 24-second violation. In some ways, maybe a little fortunate. Nice curl. They turn down the two, putting a time on the clock. Stop and pop off the dribble to the elbow is no good. Morgan secures. And Banvit into the half court. Oh, that's a tough finish by Perez. The three is off for Bean. And neither team looks good when they're not structured. When they're off page, when they're off piste, so to speak, they do not look very effective. That's a defensive foul, clear to see, even where I'm sitting. Arledge picks up the personal. He will not like that. Just didn't get the box out. And with 3:38 to go, Bean sits. As does Jonathan Arledge. Well, it's like taking candy from the baby. Gary Neal off of a staggered screen, catches it with a little bit of separation. You may as well put those in the book before he releases the ball. Nice find, extra pass, Lewis wide open, drains it. That's all about a mentality as a team. I've got a good one, but my teammate's got an even better one. Ventspils back in front by 2, 3 to go to the half. And this one's beginning to simmer. And we've got a whistle on the play as Jordan Morgan, they'll wipe it off. The whistle went before the release. Morgan to make it a 1-point game. Can't do that. still has another chance to reduce the arrears to a single point with 2:59 to go to the half. Crucial 3 minutes. Momentum going into the half time break in this game in particular is going to be crucial. Foul line jump shot is good. And Drame really does do a good job for this team across the stat line. Picks up his points, does a nice job on the glass. 7 points on 2 for 3 shooting at the moment. More of the pass to the baseline. O'Neal with the reverse layup. He just has so many ways to score. Gomez moves it on to Johnson, who gets to the keyway, makes the pass, gets it back. Feet set, fires up the three, is long. And Neal will come down with the defensive rebound, looks at his options. Stops, fires up the three, way short. One-point game, 1:42 to go in the half. And Ventspils looking to increase the lead. Nice pass. Poor finish because he was fouled. And Drame will go to the free throw line. Moore's not happy, but I've got to say, it looked to me like there was contact. There's contact. When Moore leans on you in the air, you're going to go one way, that's down. Ousmane Drame on the free throw line to increase the lead. Well, timeout. And when we come back, Drain will be on the free throw line, a 70% free throw shooter. Trying to build this lead. Banvit take the timeout. Interesting to see how they're going to share the ball more. As I say, there's been some changes, but well, Perez, as it says, has 11. Morgan's has his normal solid performance. The worrying one, if you are a Ventspils fan here, is that Gary Neal has begun to tick over offensively. Lomas has 8, Glubas has 8, and Drame has 7. They really have shared it out points-wise, Ventspils, which is trademark for them. Contributions across the roster. Drame on the free throw line. Banvit have done a much, much better job in this second quarter of not fouling. This will only be the 11th free throw on the game for Ventspils. It's been an issue. The major reason that Ventspils won at home was they were fouled and shot the free throw really well. But much more discipline from Banvit in this second quarter. Mackenzie Moore outside, moves it on. Gary Neal, little pass fake, gets a little separation and gets the two. Then Banvit back in front by one and they extend the defense. Johnson gets it into half court as Djokovic nowhere to go, has to take the tough runner. And Jordan Morgan with a defensive rebound in the last minute of the first half. And Banvit have trailed for a large chunk of this game, but they have a chance to build on the lead. Mackenzie Moore penetrates and kicks. Again, they kick it off. Jordan Morgan with the two is good. The noise in the gym is just one of those arenas that you get such a feel from. The noise is just as intensity builds, the drum plays. And as Banvit begin to get better, the crowd just get more and more into it. And you have to be a strong group to withstand this. Both teams above 40%. So Banvit beginning to function offensively. Both teams sharing the ball really nicely. 10 and 8 assists respectively. End-line possession, and again, Banvit extend their defense. It's more about taking time out of the 24-second that Ventspils have than anything else. Johnson just doesn't get it across. Spent a little bit too much time checking the pressure of the basketball. And Banvit get the bonus for their defense. Really important they maximize it now. They lead by 3 going into the half. Could be 6. Could be more. Mackenzie Moore has the basketball. Looks to settle. Turn around, foul line, jump shot is good. So important for Ventspils to get something here. Last 7 seconds. Djokovic goes inside. Turnover, that's not what they wanted. And that'll do it for the half. And Ventspils, they were never trailing by many, but trailed for large chunks of the first half. Have turned it around. And at half-time, they lead it 39-34. Gary Neal's got going. That's a bad sign for Ventspils. But when Ventspils share the basketball and when they penetrate, they're a dangerous team. This is by no means done. Ventspils looking for the win to try and stay in touch with the playoff places. Banvit trying to confirm their status as one of the top 4 teams in the group. Here's the stats. Both teams shooting 50% from 2. Banvit just cannot buy a 3. 2 for 9. Ventspils 4 for 11. Everything else is going to be pretty tight. Both teams rebounding the ball reasonably well. Eight Ventspils turnover. You've got to love one turnover for Banvit. How to take care of the basketball. Now, Ventspils aren't the most athletic defensive team, but you've still got to take care of the ball. Game leaders, Lomas and Perez lead the scorers. Johnson and Moore lead the assists. Attar off the bench, 5 rebounds. Good contribution for Attar. So that leaves us with a halftime scoreline of 39-34. Banvit have the lead. With contributions themselves from across the roster, then that worrying number if you're a Ventspils fan. Gary Nealgar goes on to 8 personal, 2 threes and a 2. And he is beginning to find that flow that spells danger for an opponent. So we're going to leave you with some highlights of an intriguing first half. And we will be back in around 10 minutes to talk about the second half and then to see if Ventspils can do the double over Banvit, or can Banvit protect this home court. We'll see you shortly for the second half. Well, welcome back, everybody. Hope you've had a chance to get a drink, get ready for the second half, because I think this is going to go all the way down to the wire. This Ventspils lineup has come into Banvit here and has found a really nice way of controlling Banvit's tempo. And apart from that little period towards the end of the quarter that took care of the basketball, and Banvit still had problems containing on the dribble, but Banvit still lead it. And again, demonstration of how much quality they have added to their lineup. But even though Ventspils have put a really, one, great game plan on the floor, two, have executed it really well. But Banvit have responded to that, have found a way to cope with it, and most importantly, have been much better disciplined defensively. They are not sending Ventspils to the free throw line in that second quarter.
Penetration 2 against 1. Okay? 4 making first screen. No transition.
Big half of basketball for Ventspils. A win here would really close the gap on the playoff spots. But they're going to have to do it in one of the most, some of the toughest, in front of the toughest fans, in front of one of the places it's hardest to win on the road, Banvit. It's a really unique, older facility. Crowds feel like they're really close to you. And they've got that section behind the basket that make an enormous amount of noise, and it's a tough place to win. But Ventspils have given themselves a chance. Gary Neal in shot. Has had a great career already, wants to continue to build on that here in Banvit. Well, here we go then. 39 plays 34 at the half. Ventspils in the blue uniform, Banvit in the white. Banvit will have possession. Mackenzie Moore will inbound. I think it's crucial that Ventspils hang tough in this third quarter. They've got to give themselves a chance. They have players who make big shots. They've got to hang in here in the third quarter. Banvit will want to push. And they must have so much confidence after that win against Fenerbahce in the Turkish league. And there's that contingent of fans who just make noise the whole time. Here we go then. Banvit, first possession of this second half with the 5-point lead. Perez has it, needs a pass, finds a pass. Neal will hand off. Mackenzie Moore drops it inside. Jordan Morgan inside out. They wrap the pass. Shelton inside with a little push for two. Looks at the official, take the two, get back, play defense. And Johnson gets a workout again. First possession, nice pass on the early entry. Nice finish. Zakis gets it deep. Throws the little jump hook, gets the two. Moore will find Shelton out top. Jordan Morgan moves it on. Perez, the All-American starting lineup here for Banvit. Neal moves it on. Perez will crossover, gets to the left-hand side, pulls up, makes the two. This is the lineup that literally played 30 minutes together on the weekend. Aaron Johnson. Glubis will take the ball screen. Quick hands from Perez. Glubis recovers. Lomas drops it inside. Oh, poor decision. Moore gets the two. Tough finish. Takes the contact. Well, great recovery by Jordan Morgan. Gets a piece of Ronald Zakis. And this is the type of style Banvit want. Get it and push. If you've got something early, take it. And this will give them a chance to make this a double-digit lead. It's exactly what Ventspils didn't want. This type of game, broken in transition. The scoring potential on this Banvit team is excessive. Third foul for Johnson. That's not a good number either. Mackenzie Moore makes the first. Ranks #1 on this team in performance and scoring across the Basketball Champions League, statistically that is. And he goes 2 for 2 from the line. And Ventspils have to dig in now, execute in the half court, get good looks, and just keep ticking it over. Lomas moves it back to Johnson. Banvit stepping it up defensively. Perez plays great defense. Johnson breaks him down in the lane, gets off the floor somehow. Can't get it to drop. That's not the type of game Ventspils want to put on the floor. They've got to share it. Perez backs out, has a look at his options, goes upstairs. Oh, beautiful play. Throws it to the far side of the ring. Mackenzie Moore just elevates, goes to the top floor and takes the soft flush. A great start to this third quarter for Banvit. Ventspils have to take the timeout. They have to stop this run now. They have to stop the bleeding and get back in the game.
Take ball and make good decisions here. So now, help. No, 2 games. Good screen. Head of. Watch. If they switch, watch penetration here. If nothing, can't go wide. Roll inside.
First good screen. If nothing, come to pick and roll, play pick and roll spacing.
Lomas fires up the foul line, jump shot, doesn't get the drop. Quick one that time for Ventspils. Not sure that's what they needed coming out of the timeout. Not an off-balance jump shot anyway. Moore outside, we'll move it on. Neal gets his feet set, can't get it to drop. Zakis with the big rebound, will position on the pick. Ball's out of bounds, ball will belong to Banvit. In fact, no, stays with Ventspils as Lomas has it knocked away. Zakis will sit. And Drain will check in. Ball's knocked away. I think this will still belong. It will. Johnson and Perez renew the rivalry. Johnson gets in the lane, now he needs a pass, drops it into Arledge, he goes up, doesn't get the drop. It's a 10-2 start. Make that a 13-2 start as Moore just drops the 3. 13-2 at the start of 3 with 6:30 to go. And Banvit have just turned the screw a little tighter. And their defense has just taken Ventspils out of anything they were trying to run. Lomas draws contact. Neal picks up the personal. And the drama plays on. The noise is relentless. And this is the intensity of Banvit's defense. Lomas just about, oh, Moore again, great effort. But Lomas will advance the basketball. Rakovic puts it on the floor, attacks the middle of the floor. Moore thinks he's been a bit harshly treated, but to me, it looked like a blocking foul. Moore will sit. He's replaced by Jasim. Which takes the tough free. Ball's just ripped and stripped by Perez. Neal has it, thinks about the quick three, goes to the corner. Skelton has it, moves it out. Perez just lobs it in. Jordan Morgan gets into the deep, deep keyway, holds his space and just, hey, give me the ball. There's Perez who just strips it, and then there's no way Inguš Jakovic is going to deal with Jordan Morgan down there. They have to stop the bleeding. Neal off the out of bounds, can't get it to drop. Defensive rebound is Drames and Johnson. Just having to put another big shift in. Nice find. Jakovic puts it on the floor, and he's blocked. And the ball's recovered. DJ Shelton keeps it alive as well. And Banvit at the moment are on a completely different level to Ventspils. Perez. Oh, beautiful little pass. Jordan Morgan can't finish, but he'll have to go to the free throw line. Little showtime action for Alex Perez. And Morgan will be very disappointed he didn't finish the play. Finishes the play, is on the highlight reel. This is the front end of the two from the free throw line. And goes 0 for 2. Defensive rebound is owned by Ousmane Drain. Lomas comes off the stagger. Lubis with a pick and pop action. Again, Banvit scrambling so well. 7 on the possession. Jakovic puts it on the floor, breaks the defense down, drops it into Glubis in the lane, has it stripped. And Banvit's defense has just stepped up 3 notches, let alone, oh! Jordan Morgan just throws it down this time. Hits the runway, throws it down. Timeout Ventspils. Banvit looking impressive in this second half. Lead it by 18. Ventspils with a timeout. (15-2). There's still 4:34 to go in this third quarter. But this could be done and dusted by the end of the third unless Ventspils find a way in this last 4 minutes to stop the bleeding, get a little momentum, and re-establish themselves in the game by the beginning of the fourth quarter. Out of the timeout, they extend the defense again. Again, it's more to take time out of the possession. Lomas. Jakovic comes off the screen, tries to turn the corner. Nice lift, Bean puts it on the floor, attacks it, and gets to the far side of the ring for 2. First 2 points of the game for Anthony Bean. Sim puts it on the floor. Goes upstairs, finds Morgan with the catch. Morgan going to work his foul as he gets to the middle. Perez will sit, been very, very good. Exceptional, really does make a statement with his team. Soy checks in. Oh, nice little pass, great little feed to Shelton for two. And while people for Banvit cut, Ventspils stood still and watched. 18-point game. Banvit looking every inch a contender at the moment. Rich gets inside, tries to put it into Dre. He does. He's fouled and will go to the free throw line. DJ Shelton outside. Sim has it, looks for Neal as he curls, gets it to the inside. Neal in the foul line, just knocks down the two. Just arches back, gets enough separation, and knocks down the jump shot. Kovic looks at his options. Kovic goes into the foul line, moves it on. Lomas for three is off. Soon comes down with a defensive rebound. He will bring. DJ Shelton wants and gets, puts it on the floor, spins down, goes with a jump hook. This team is so good in transition. Moves the ball really well in broken play. They lead it by 20, 60 to 40, 2:44 to go in three. Morgan with a technical foul for hanging on the ring, I believe. Morgan will sit. He's replaced by Rajib Akhtar, who was good in that first half. Riddick made a contribution, hit the glass hard, led the team in rebounds in the first half. Ventspils with 233, win the last 233, get it back to a manageable number, get it to 14, something in that region, you're back in it. Build on that momentum, and you have a chance. 17 down with 2:30 to go in three. Soy puts it into the half court. Davin Oliver. Sim behind the screen, thinks about it, puts it on the floor, stops, pops the long two, is no good. Drain rebounded, couldn't control, ball will stay with Banvit. EJ Shelton off the 2 screens. Sorry, Gary Neal has it rather. No baseline space. We'll have to open it out. Sim decides to take the 3 and just nails it. Here's Sim with his feet set. Just stroked the 3 for fun. Back out to a 20-point margin. And the drumming is intense. It's relentless in the gym. But he goes inside. Drain tries to get deep. Steps through, goes with the right left hand for 2. Soy takes the ball screen. Needs a pass, finds one. Oliver puts it down, right hand, tries to go off the glass. There's a whistle on the play. There's the foul. Loose ball foul, so we'll walk the floor for 3 throws. Exactly what Ventspils need. Get the 2 here, get it back to a 16-point game. Stopping a score, you're at 14, or 13 is even better. The game is by no means done at all. But you've got to make your free throws. Drain makes the second. 17-point game, 1:27 to go in the 3rd. Drain's going to sit. And Zakis will step back in. Little 2-2-1 trap. And they're going to back it out. Match up man-to-man coming back. Usoy in the half court, takes the ball screen, looks at the option to roll. Attar doesn't get a look. Usoy's giving it to no one. Ball stolen, recovered. They get the 3 away. Oliver just in time. Defensive rebound by Zakis. A chance for Ventspils to eat into the lead. Which mishandles, but recovers. Arlich, well, he somehow managed to get it off to Zakis, who really put up a hard-looking shot. 17-point margin. Ventspils are stopping the score would be the ideal finish to the period. But that's not going to happen. Well, they turn down the open 3. They'll take the long 2, and it's way short. But they get a new 14. Wide open. Lines up the 3. Usoy can't get it to drop. Zakis comes down with a rebound. And Ventspils with 14 on the game. They look long. Great defensive effort by Usoy. Poor pass, but can't take anything away from the defensive effort. Oliver for 2. Sums up that 3rd quarter. Just a tremendous period for Banvit. At the end of the 3rd quarter, Banvit have opened it up to a 19-point advantage. They lead it. And you get the confirmation right now. 65-46. It's a mountain to climb for Ventspils. And Banvit have just put on a demonstration in that 3rd quarter. Inside, outside, their defensive effort was tremendous. And that's what that run was built on. Banvit up it to 56% from 3. They will not be happy with under 30 from the 3-point line. But Ventspils at 45 and 29 are not challenging a very, very talented Banvit lineup. Well, Zach is again doing a nice job on the inside, just can't complete the play though. Great hands, chance to run here. This is the way Ventspils are going to get back in this game from their defense. And Bean just throws it down, and Banvit do not want to get sloppy as Bean hits the runway and throws it down. Timeout early in the fourth. We do not want to get into an interesting game for us. They would much rather control this and win this with something to spare. So after the highlight dunk and the nice start to this fourth period by Ventspils, let's see if the timeout redresses the balance. 14-point game. Ventspils back in this right now. Oliver has it. Sim puts it on the floor. Gets to the foul line, going nowhere. Somehow finds the pass. Open for three in the corner. It's no good. Ventspils again take care of business on the glass, and they move it down the floor quickly. Bean going to work on the inside, takes up the poor one, and Banvit dodged the bullet. Sim puts it on the floor, goes inside. Attar off the glass, blows it. Chance to round 4-on-2 break, and foul is committed by Sawyer. I have to question whether it was unsportsmanlike or not, because he is there is no way he is getting to the basketball. He is from behind. I have no idea why that's not an unsportsmanlike foul. I think they're going to look at it. They should. If it's an unsportsmanlike foul, it's a great opportunity for Ventspils to really keep this momentum going. I cannot see how it's not unsportsmanlike. From behind, over the shoulder, absolutely no chance to get the basketball. It's unsportsmanlike, that's quick. It must be. That's an amazing decision. That's just in time to stop the break, and they looked at it as well. I'm very surprised. Johnson has it. Coach Stelmars is not happy at all. Let's see if coaches incorporate that over-the-shoulder defensive reach in their defensive drills. Perez back in the game. This has been building for a little while, little feeling in this matchup. They've been going at it the whole time. There's the raised hand to clear out. Called by the official. Big trip here for Ventspils. Down 14 with the basketball, 8 to go If it's going to happen, it's got to start happening, and it can't stop. The momentum keeps having to build. Bean moves it on. Lomas gets inside and is thrown to the floor. Great hands. And I think we're going to have a jump, and the ball will belong to Banvit. Morgan again, he's got that real knack and quick hands to be able to reach like that. Oliver has it outside the three-point line, fires up the three, way short. And Ventspils again, they've got another stop. Now they look long. Bean has it in broken play, pulls up for the long two and drains that one. We've got a 12-point game and life becomes interesting. Ventspils down 20, now down 12. That'll be almost a flop. Mackenzie Moore moves it on. Perez, foul line jump shot is short. And if you get out of rhythm, it's a dangerous place to be. All those substitutions at the same time have really broken up the rhythm that they had built here, Banvit. Zakis will ball screen. Johnson for three is long. They could have done with that dropping. Jordan Morgan will hand it on. Justin puts it on the floor. Nice pass. Everyone got caught watching the ball. Nice little cut behind the defense. Beautiful find by Jisim. Johnson gets it off to Arledge, who waits, draws contact. Oliver takes the ball fake. Arledge waits on the free throw line for the officials to just confer. Needs to keep the scoreboard ticking over, needs to keep the momentum. It's another opportunity going begging here for Ventspils. Arledge is a 70+% free throw shooter across the Basketball Champions League. And goes 0 for 2. And free throws, as decisive as they were in the game in Latvia. Ventspils missing opportunity here. Mackenzie Moore backs it out. You see him on the rip through and go off the screen. Nice pass. Jordan Morgan with two. When they move the ball like that and they read the play, they look a very, very good team. Johnson off the handoff, tries to create some space. Lomas for three, drops it. Desperately needed that one. Back to a 13-point game, and they're hanging around now. They need another little run to get this to single digits. 5:20 to go in the ball game. G-Sim, who's getting extended minutes here. Feels, oh, great pass. Jordan Morgan down the middle, throws it down, but where was the help side defense? And just him really demonstrating how well he passes the basketball, but defensively, nowhere. Bean puts it on the floor, gets inside, turns it over. And the wheels come off the wagon. Back-to-back throwdowns for Banvit. And all the hard work Ventspils did at the beginning of the fourth, undone. In the matter of moments, Oliver gets the flush. Timeout Ventspils. It's the last throw of the dice for Coach Stelmars. And I don't know if they have another comeback in them. They were on the verge of getting this to single digits. Not anymore.
First. 5.
Musa'yı bu tarafa geçme ama. Complete the channel, Toby in the corner. Mackenzie, listen. When you raise this, move. Okay, now wait for.
Watch, go fast, go fast, go fast. Fast the defense, second mountain.
Bogic will move it on. Johnson turns the corner. Goes to the far side of the ring. It's in traffic, nowhere to go. Defensive rotation was excellent. Musoy has it. Sim puts it on the floor. 16 turnovers to 3. It's been such a great demonstration of how to control tempo and the ball for Banvit. Lean back 3 makes it a 19-point game with 4 to go. And they're putting out the fire that Ventspils have brought to this game. It's not a done deal here for Ventspils, but life is incredibly difficult in terms of qualification right now. Blocked, and a foul as Lane followed up. Drain makes the first. Well, he's been to the free throw line 11 times. He's done a really nice job. But he's 7 from 12. Is he more? That's offensive. Led with the elbow. There's no real debate about that one. Certain symmetry about the scoreline, 79-57. Johnson into the half court with 3.5 to go. Johnson to the ring, doesn't get the drop. And the ball will now go back to Banvit. When it's not going your way, you feel like the whole world is against you. That's where Aaron Johnson is right now. I don't know why they're complaining, because it looked pretty clear to me that Usmani Drain was the person who knocked it out of bounds. Just over 3 to go in the fourth. Kenzie Moore looks to explode off that screen, gets space. Jason with a 3 is no good and long. Drain will collect. And Ventspils have a chance to tick the scoreboard over. It was on the inside, can't get it to drop. Great work on the glass, is blocked. And Banvit off to the races. 3-on-2 break. Moore can't get it away. Whistle on the play, there's bodies all over the floor. Mackenzie Moore feeling a little tender as he tries to get up, but there's no movement under the basket. Here's the block. And Banvit are off to the races. Let's get it. And there you see a little tangled up. Oh, that would have hurt. Lomas just fell awkwardly, just got tangled up with their legs. This crowd is great. They're basketball knowledgeable. They're intensely supporting their team, but straight away applauding Lomas as he gets off the floor. Mackenzie Moore will sit, gets the really, really nice reception from the fans. Lomas just getting some treatment, but I think everything's okay. Perez back in the game. Perez is crucial to this lineup. If this team's going to go deep in this tournament, Perez is going to be a major factor in it. Well, Mackenzie Moore picked up the technical for complaining about not getting the foul called. Once they shoot the technical and then go back to where they were. Arturs Glimbergs gets his first action of the night. Referees just trying to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, they step back, they give him space to go underneath, so why wouldn't he shoot the three? Ball will stay with Banvit. And Glubis is beside himself with that call. Perez signaled long, got it long. Pass to the inside, Arturs goes up, travels. Bean has it, out top with 2:20 to go. Tries to turn the corner, know where the help came. Glubis takes the tough one in the lane for two, gets the drop. Friendly home, soft rings here in Banvit. Jakovic gets the two. Now we have a technical foul the other way. So the game getting a little messy, a little disjointed, which is not a reflection of how very, very good Banvit have been. And Stelmars is very vexed by the mechanics at the table. There's a technical delegate on the table, which I'm sure he'll sort things out, but very, very vexed. Glubis will sit. Perez takes the tough two on the lean back, doesn't get the roll. Dwayne gets another rebound. Mitrovic comes off the screen, looks to turn the corner and kicks it on. Well, the skip pass just about finds itself to Ulrich. Dix dives inside, gets in deep, goes to the middle. Well, he wants to foul, but they'll take the 2 off Drain. .112 to go in what's been a dominant performance by Banvit. There's the unsportsmanlike foul on Perez. And Jakovic goes 1 for 2. It's only a 13-point game, but there's only 1:12 to go in the game. 14-second reset. Bean, nowhere to go. Now he gets inside, off the glass for no good. Great work by Delaney. He can't finish the play either. Stays with it. And Ulrich was on the ring, pulled it down. Possession goes to Banvit. It's become a little disjointed in the 4th quarter. Once Banvit went to deeper rotations on their bench, the whole game became a little scrappy. Last minute, 59.3 seconds to go. Perez has it. Turnover sums it up when you say sloppy. Blocked, thrown the other way. Ulsoy has it, 3-on-2 break. Ulsoy off the glass for 2. 36 seconds to go. It's a 15-point game. Jakovic moves it on. Inside, outside, they get into the corner. Bean attacks the closeout, goes inside, and they cannot finish again. And Drain just dejectedly almost jogs back. Last 8 seconds, Banvit celebrate. The crowd's been phenomenal, as it always is here. The noise has been intense. The noise has been relentless. And they have been rewarded with a great performance by the home club. Solid in the 1st quarter. Better and better in quarters 2 and 3, and then they just took care of business in the 4th. There's confirmation. Banvit win it, 78-63. That's a huge step towards the playoffs. Here are the statistics. 57%. They shot the 3 ball as badly as they've shot it the whole of the Basketball Champions League. 4 from 18 is by nowhere near their standard. They still win by 15. Rebound-wise, they just about sneaked that. 23 assists, that's a great number for any team at any level. Only 8 turnovers on the game. This is an excellent return. Great ball control, but largely Perez just ran the game for Banvit. Morgan led the scorers with 14. Attar off the bench with 8 boards doing a job. Drain with 10 boards. Lomas led the scorers with 15. Very, very, very good win for Banvit against the Ventspils team that early in the game were very motivated. They're Drain, just to confirm, a 15-10 performance by Drain. That's a tremendous performance on the road for your club. Double-double for Drain in a losing 78-63 result. Banvit celebrate with their fans in the far corner, the noisy contingent on this really small and compact gym, where the gym noise was phenomenal the whole game. Well, these highlights should do justice. Mackenzie Moore was tremendous in the second half. They went upstairs to find him for the 2. Well, after going and flashing it, steps back for 3. Jordan Morgan was his normal, consistent self. And they were fun to watch. Okay, they're not the deepest team in this competition, but they have some real firepower. And they're a team that looks like it enjoys playing as a group. G-Sim off the bench, he gives them some rotation. Here is Drain going to work, gets his 2 on that play, and 15 and 10 was a tremendous performance by the big man from Ventspils. Lomas was good, but they just didn't have enough. Ventspils. There were times in that 4th quarter that chances to get it to single digits and did not get a good shot. One of those criminal things. So Banvit will take a big step towards the playoff with that performance. In Jordan Morgan, they've got some inside stability. With Gary Neal, they have quality on the perimeter. And with Mackenzie Moore, they have quality both inside and out. This team could be a real factor. No one's going to want to come to Banvit in a playoff game. This court is a real home court advantage place. Well, we're going to get a look at the table to this group in a moment. Here it is, the Group A standings. Banvit cementing their place in the playoff berth with a 6-4 record. There'll be no team closer than 2 games back on them, regardless of results. Whatever happens tonight, if Le Mans lose, it really is puts them in a very, very strong position to make the playoffs. Only 1 game back on Avellino, who are 1 place ahead. Murcia at the moment with the big lead in the group, 8-1 record for the Spanish club. But Banvit have a big step towards the playoff with that win here tonight. So I'd say always a privilege to come here. But for now, thanks for watching. Good night.